Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. Using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Lumpers Post 1975, and welcome to something a little bit different. Granted, I chuck that phrase around an awful lot, but I can honestly say this is something a little bit different. As per usual, I've ruined it, or there's no point in me saying that because you've probably seen the thumbnail and read the title. But on my travels today, I was going around the charity shops and I found absolutely nothing but one thing. This. Mr. Pop. And I completely forgot this thing existed until I came across it in Changing Lives in Cleveland. They wanted a whopping £1.50 for it, and I had just flashbacks to the adverts on TV. And my brother Ian, my twin brother, always wanted this for Christmas for whatever reason, one or another. I don't know. Was it too expensive? Was it sold out or something like that? I mean, it was a very popular game. Yeah, he never got it, and I never got to play it. And basically, I had to buy this. I'm a grown adult. I've done a couple of board games on this channel. One of my earliest videos, like really early, looks like crap, but you know, it's worth a watch, is I played Mousetrap. And then, I don't know, maybe a year or 2 years ago, I played Screwball Scramble. So, you know, it's not entirely new territory for me, but I saw this and I was all over it. Now, I mean, I guess to identify age-wise, because I could find nothing on it. Granted, I only tried Wikipedia. You know, you can see, I'm guessing this is like maybe a late 80s, maybe an early 90s version of it, but it's made by MB or Milburn Burns. Is it Milton Burns Games, who made all the stuff when I was a kid, most of the stuff when I was a kid, that everyone wanted in board game form. But I would go, I mean, by all means, please correct me on this one. I'd love to know how old it actually is, but I'm guessing maybe mid-70s is when it kicked in. But basically, it's a plastic head with a timer on it, and you draw a card, and then you have a certain amount of time to build the face. I am going to play it, but I thought it would be interesting to just take a look at the box, because you've got to remember, before video games kicked in, stuff like this was kind of the video games, or home version of video games, for my generation. And a lot of imagination, I mean, look at this, went into things like this. You know, to well, entertain kids and be the best-selling game of the year. Board games were a massive deal. Then you could also argue when stuff like Pong and then Atari 2600 came out, even more effort had to go into them to keep up with and draw kids away from video games. Although with stuff like Christmas, I imagine they were a good companion piece for, you know, home systems and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, I'd love to know if you know when it actually came out. But yeah, so you've got numbered cards, 1, 2... Does it just rinse and repeat? Now, the faces you have to make up are the stuff of absolute nightmares. I mean, honestly, I like on the box, I'll show you the box, by the way. I do like these old school gaming boxes. It says no instructions, because well, there are instructions, I'm just looking on the inside of the box, because no reading necessary. These old game boxes, I mean, this is obviously, like I said, it's got to be, I'm basing it on the kid's haircut, it's got to be like 1980. Anyway, there you go, there's a simple instructions. Mr. Pop. Sounds kind of a little bit sinister, doesn't it? But no, don't think like that. It's not a game about hookers, it's a game about plastic surgery. So yeah, contents: 1 base, 1 face, 25 pieces, 9 picture cards, 1 labelled sheet. I don't have a labelled sheet. Objective of the game: to make the face of Mr. Pop that matches one of his picture cards before the time runs out. Funny thing is, this must have been a parent's worst nightmare, because it shatters, I was going to say something different, it shattered his face off, you know, but it falls across the room. I wonder how many pieces like this got lost. Anyway, you got your connection point here. No expense spared, look at that. And then you oh, you got to wind it up. Wow, that's, yeah, I'm not sure a kid could do that. I don't know if this is fully functioning or anything like that. Then you, yes, that's very loud. And then, so do I have 9 pieces? Cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're missing a face. But then if you're only missing a face, then it doesn't matter, because, well, you won't get to make it when you got all the pieces. And then you got eyes. It's a bit creepy when you do it like this. Glasses. This can't be any later than the 80s, I guess, because he's got a pipe. There's no way that shit would travel. No, now, nose. I'm going to say no way that shit would travel. Nose. Nose. Beard. Hat, because he's a pimp motherfucker. Eyes. Eyebrow. Possibly sideburns. Yeah. Creepy. And does he must have a mustache, because it's the 80s or 70s when this was created. Everyone had friggin' mustaches in the 70s. It was the law. Thanks to Sean Connery. So yeah, there you go. Bit of fun, bit of interesting. Look at the box and stuff like that. £1.50. I was all over this. I'm probably going to give it to my twin brother because I know he'll be blown away by it, and he can play it with my niece. So let's set it up. Hopefully it'll work, and I'll see if I can reconstruct Mr. Pop's face. So I've set up in all its glory. We've got the stand, pretty straightforward, and I've laid all the pieces out on the floor. I generally do not know how many pieces there should be of this, but it came from a charity shop. I'm not going to lose any sleep if it's not all there. I've got the cards. How many cards are there? So all the faces are, in there that we have to try and create, like the box. And why am I explaining this again? I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with what Mr. Pop is. And I've got all the pieces of the various facial layouts. Am I cheating by putting it on the floor like that? Possibly. But the thing is, I cannot tell you, because I'm actually really excited for playing this. This is the first time ever I've played Mr. Pop in my life. That's kind of a big deal. It may sound pretty sad and pathetic. But yeah, so I've laid them all out. I mean, I would have imagined any sort of parent back in the day would have done that for their kids as well, because if you have to rummage with them like the way they were in the box at the start of this video, you're not going to do it. But yeah, so hopefully they're all there. Otherwise, it's going to be really underwhelming, dependent upon the face I pick. And also, I tested this. Pretty loud, I know. Very loud, in fact. The adverts lied to me as a child. Look up the advert for it. It's still on YouTube. In fact, they still make this. Or there's a knockoff version of this still made by someone, I think. Yeah. And so I'm assuming the mechanism will work where if you don't do it in time, he throws his face off. They should have made a horror version where blood and shit came out. Anyway, so yeah, that would be kind of underwhelming, but you know what, why would I test it beforehand? I kind of like the idea of never, having played this and trying to do it like this for the first time ever. I know, silly video, but what can I say? I like silly videos. So, let's cut the pack. We got the one from the cover. We got the one from the cover. Is that showing up? There you go. Right, I don't actually know how long the timer is. Do you put this somewhere? I'm going to put it there. Face number 2. Oh, it's really exciting. I feel like a plastic surgeon. Let's go. So, nose. Do you know what I find funny about this game is the fact that basically it's just a disaster waiting to happen as a parent, because it's going to shoot all its shit all over the shop, and that sounded really awkward, I am aware of that. And so, in an ideal world, you're just going to end up losing all your pieces. I think. What is... I would have said that was an eyebrow, not a moustache. Right, moustache. Moustache. Exactly. Oh, shit, that was quick. That was a bit disappointing. I wonder if it wasn't fully cranked up. I tell you what, it's an absolute bar steward to is that it? I'm going to assume that's it. It won't crank anymore. Yes. Maybe it wasn't long enough. I don't know. What an interesting time we live in. It can't be that short. I mean, I'm an adult and I can't do it in that time. What would a kid do? Is that the same one? No, it's not. Well, that's not a scary face, is it? Right, so let's go. I think we already have a problem. No, we don't have a problem. I'm a retard. His bow tie is on there already. Like that. No, they're round. That's the only eyes you've got. That has to be on them. Yeah, they're just poor representation. That's the eyes. Moustache. It's too sensitive. Well, I guess being a surgeon, you need soft, gentle hands. Oh, I just decapitated the patient. Right. This is. Well, I don't know. I think this is one of the original ones. So let's see how you fare that long in the attic. Is that one? Oh, screw it. We'll go with that one again then. Right. Softly, softly, catchy monkey. Ha. Oh. Weird, freaky, clearly a horror movie mouth. Round nose. Yeah, if I was performing surgery, I would have asked someone to fix that nose. Blue eyes. Are we missing an eye? No, we're not missing an eye. I do think all the pieces are here. Easy. Easy. No, that is it. That is it. It's brutally hard. Jesus Christ, this is friggin' hard. Gotta make sure the switch is down. How the hell would you wind this up as a kid? Right, that's it. That's got to be it. All right, Mr. Pop, don't blow your load. Right, one more. No, we've already done that one. We'll go for... Not going for that one. That's the stuff of friggin' nightmares. Going for that one. How does the pipe work? Go. I don't know how to... That counts. All my shit's upside down. Oh, we'll get a piece of hair. Almost. Oh, mother puss bucket. Well, there you go. I'm going to call it quits there. This game's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Unless it's, like, I don't know, somehow speeded up over the years or anything like that. Or the mechanism is broken. I guess Mr. Pop doesn't get to have facial reconstructive surgery. Sorry, Nick Cage. No face-off for you today. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. I'd love to know what you think of this. Did you have this back in the day? Did you always want this back in the day? Do you have it now? And much like me, you suck at it. Or is that too short? Am I missing a trick here? Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.